Hi friends, in this video I want to show you how to assemble a folding leg table for 10 people. It measures 75 centimeters by 2 meters 40. It is very practical. Let us begin. The materials that we will need are the following. They are 5 strips of 65 centimeters long by 7 centimeters wide and 1.8 centimeters thick. 2 of these we will cut again once it is armed. 2 strips or boards 14 centimeters wide by 69 centimeters long by 1.8 centimeters thick. Also 4 strips that would be for the leg, 80 centimeters long by 7 centimeters wide by 1.8 centimeters thick. For strips or pieces of wood that we have left 12 centimeters long by 7 wide by 1.8 thick. 2 2-meter long slats by 7 centimeters wide by 1.8 centimeters thick. And a board, which would be the top of the table 75 centimeters wide by 2 meters 40 long by 1.8 centimeters thick. This would be for the table top. We begin to mark the legs. We grab the false square and place it at a 65-degree tilt. We frame them, we leave them very even. To these who were 7 centimeters, we mark them at 3.5 centimeters, and we make a line. And we mark half of each of them, it would be 3.5 centimeters. We punctured them to make holes. And we grab a circle, that in this case, I have a cup saw, that gives me just 7 centimeters in diameter, and we mark a little round to make the cut. These are going to be the folding legs. And to these 4 ribbons, we mark him with the frame at 65 degrees to one side. And we take the opportunity to mark him with a circle, the part of the fall, a small curve. And to these two boards of 14 centimeters, we will also remove the edge from the 4 points. To these two slats of 2 meters, we will also remove the edge, but only on one side, only on the bottom. Now we place the 6 millimeter wick, and we pierce the 4 legs. Okay, now we will continue with the cuts. I already have everything completely sanded, and I am going to observe which is the prettiest part, and I am going to leave it looking down, since it will be the top of the table. I will locate the crossbars that would go down, in this way. I would take 3 of these slats, 2 at the ends and 1 in the middle. I take one of the pieces that we previously set aside to measure the distance we need, which is 1.8 centimeters. I go to the other extreme. I do the same. Now I measure it to the center. Okay, now that I have the framing box, I center it well. That would be 21.5 centimeters from the two ends, and here 3 centimeters from the two sides. Later, I rat it and screwed it with 2 or 3 screws so that it stands square. Now I'm going to turn it and I'm going to finish screwing. Okay, now I show you that I put the wick further inside to make it shorter. And now we will use these strips to which we cut with the angle at 60 degrees. They would go in this part. I will lift them up with the little taquito that we already had, because the leg would be positioned in this part and it would fit perfectly. I will do the same in the 4 vertices. Then, I place the base to raise it. I drill, and I will put vinyl glue on it. This is the key to the resistance of the leg. The shorter screws would go here. Now I will put the 6mm fuse on it and locate the legs, approaching it well at the angle. And I put the head of the bolt on this side. And I put a washer on it to make the closure lighter. I locate the leg, another flat washer, a nut, tight. I usually put 2 nuts on it to make it a lock nut. Now that I have all 4 legs, I lower them so that you can see how they would be when folded. And these wider boards, they would go here as reinforcement. I will put them at 40 centimeters, because that way it does not bother when they are open, and the person sitting at the end can comfortably fit their feet under it. To this ribbon that we said we would need to cut, first I position it here, to mark it. The same on the other side. Friends, I want to warn you of something, although this table is for 10 people, but if you want you can make it a little smaller. I want you to take into account a detail. I explain, when lowering the legs to store it, you must bear in mind that if you make it smaller, remember that it is 2 meters long, the legs must always fit perfectly here inside the frame. Then, you can make these little taquitos a little shorter and this leftover ear or tip a little smaller. This part of the tables is commonly called the ears of the table. But keep that detail in mind, because otherwise, they're going to have a leg out. Well, this was all, folks. The table is finished. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, comment and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.